What's up guys, welcome to Coast Crew, and we are doing the Planet Coaster 2 Career Mode Part 1. Yeah, so we need to place the teacups ride. There we go.
Splendid! Our guests will need a way to access the ride, so let's add an entrance gate.
Let's put it. Do an entrance about.
And with every entrance, we need. That's right, an exit. You will need to connect the queue path to the ride entrance.
Thanks, Eugene.
Without one, guests will not be able to access the ride.
That's great, Eugene. Thanks.
We obviously won't need queues for guests leaving the ride. Could you imagine? So you'll need to make sure you're connecting a standard path to the exit gate.
Thanks, Eugene. That's great. Okay. Right, stupid tree. Yes. Yeah, that's nice. And then yeah, that's wonderful.
And that's it. That's all the
Steps for building the ride.
If you do need a handy little way to remember those steps, I used to remember it as
beep.
Building, entrance, exit, path. Oh, and don't forget to open the ride. Actually, that would make it beep-po, wouldn't it? Oh, doesn't have the same ring to it.
Yes, I agree. Alright, let's open it. There we go.
It's also worth noting that our guests will have to pay for tickets to enjoy the rides in our parks. We control how much we charge, though. So let's encourage guests to ride our
latest attraction by
setting the ticket price to bargain for now.
Finances, custom, bargain.
We can always increase the price.
Okay.
As I like to say, when you achieve popularity, charge premium for prosperity. But one step at a time, eh?
Okay, Oswald.
Very well done. And a shiny medal earned. That's your first ride built. And I'm sure it'll be the first of many.
Yes, keys to the coaster.
The addition of a new ride will have given a slight boost to our park rating.
2.4? Yes. Park options, park rating.
Multiple different factors contribute to this rating. So, you'll want to pay attention to the park rating overview. The better the rating, the more guests will visit.
While driving the guest count up is good, we need to make sure the guests also remain happy
while they're visiting.
As you can see, we've just received a report that not all of the guests are enjoying themselves. It seems some are rather thirsty. To avoid this in the future, it's handy to keep checking on the Guest Needs tab. If things start dropping too low, you should step in and solve the issue before guests decide to leave.
Let's start by quenching any thirst amongst our guests with a new drink shop.
Okay. So I need to build a drinks facility. Which one do I want? So delightful. Kinda want it. I want it there. And then I'll build a path. Wonderful.
Brilliant! Now, the guests will need somewhere to relieve themselves after all that intake.
Yes.
Why not build a toilet nearby? We wouldn't want our guests walking around with crossed legs now, would we? That isn't good for
How
anyone's
big is this?
posture.
Oh, okay. Rather big. Facilities, services, toilet. Yeah, we're gonna. Ugh. I need to remove. I want to get rid of this tree though. Yeah, done that. Right. Path. Come on.
Speaking of walking, guests will get tired pretty quickly and their energy will drop if they don't have a place to sit. We should make sure there are plenty of benches available. Think of them as Plankonian recharging stations. They're even wireless.
Do you need to open toilets or are they pre-opened? Scenery. Create custom. Path extras. Benches. This is a kind of mythological area.
Amazing work! The guests will be a lot happier
Right.
now. However, it does come at a price. More food and drink in the park also means
So you
more
want
waste.
bins?
Exactly. So it's important we have enough bins for people to properly dispose of their waste.
Fantastic! That'll keep the park looking cleaner. We shouldn't stop there though. Let's make the park look even better by adding some scenery around the ride you built.
Okay.
That way, guests can enjoy the view while they queue.
Place 3 scenery blueprints. Blueprints made. Scenery. That could be pretty cool there. That's crazy how good that makes that look so quickly there. No. No. Yes. Is that good enough? Yeah, I think that's fine. That's looking good. Oh, you want a third scenery piece? I see.
I think that's
There you go.
everything checked off the scenery list. Well done!
Ooh, look at that. Guessing part 2049. Forge. Okay.
Wow! The park is looking great! I could see why Oswald picked you. You're a natural.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
if we're to keep adding more rides or facilities, they need to be connected to the power grid.
Ugh.
Select an existing generator to view its info panel and see how much electricity it's producing. As you can see, the generator is powering a network that covers the area filled with rides and facilities. Let's expand that network to cover an open area of the park. To do that, place and connect the additional power facility to the grid.
New distributor.
Nicely done. It's all running very smoothly indeed.
Is it
But
now?
to keep the generators maintained and working, you must hire mechanics. Without them, the generators will start gaining a condition penalty, which will decrease the power output. Oh, it seems we don't actually have any mechanics hired. Well, that won't do. Let's hire a few straight away.
Okay.
It may seem excessive, but they're essential when it comes to the maintenance of rides and facilities.
Let's get some of these. 1 and 2.
Uh-oh, I must have jinxed it. We've had a ride break down. Good job we have those mechanics to go and nurse it back to health. An available mechanic will automatically be assigned to fix a broken ride. However, if one is not available, you will have to select the Call Mechanic button to reassign somebody to the job. Be careful though, as reassigning a staff member might mean you no longer have coverage elsewhere.
Hiring staff is just the beginning, though. You also need to pay attention to staff morale. If it gets too low, staff will start to quit their jobs.
That's good then, right?
Absolutely essential when it comes to keeping staff morale up. And just like guests, our staff need a place to re-energize. To make all of their tired little dreams come true, you should place a staff building. Admittedly, they're not the most glamorous of buildings. So, I'd advise you to place your staff building away from the guest areas, wherever possible. After all, we don't want to bring down that scenery rating that you worked so hard to build up.
I see.
Great! Now the park staff have somewhere to go on their breaks and enjoy some peace and quiet. We just need to ensure our inquisitive guests don't go waltzing on in there for the free coffee, claiming to be lost. The best way to avoid this is by connecting an exclusive staff-only path to the building. Guests won't dare step foot on those tiles.
We'll need to build a mechanic workshop. Here, mechanics will generate research points that are used to unlock new items for your park.
No. Right. 2.
Dove Pluto che Mickey. Le patron Mickey Mouse.
Oh, whatever. That's fine.
Let's leave the mechanic to it for now. We'll revisit this soon.
No, open.
Oh, What an exquisite sight. I think I need a moment.
Oh, get some every time.
No.
Ah, just in time. Our mechanic has earned enough research points to unlock something exciting. Let's take a look at the research tree and aim to unlock the coaster pack. It'll bring a tear to Eugene's eye.
Oh my! Oswald, is that the one I was designing?
The very same, lad. I was just about to make a start on it. But I tell you what, why don't you walk our new friend through it?
It would be my pleasure. Now, this is just a little something I made earlier. First things first, you'll need to select the blueprint.
Yes.
Good. And place the coaster down wherever there is enough space. Perfect. One important note here is that, unlike flat rides, coasters need to pass a safety test before they can be opened. Now's as good a time as any. Would you like... While we wait for the test to finish, let's take the opportunity to add some scenery around the coaster.
Scenery. There's no vehicle? Vehicles. This does not fit this at all, but you know what? Who cares?
Oh, and remember to open the ride like you did earlier on.
Gotcha.
Oh, that is a beauty! Terrific work, you two. This is a coaster that truly deserves a place in the spotlight. So, how about we put together an advertisement to mark the occasion? Head to the advertising tab in the park management menu and let's show the world what the park has to offer. There aren't different audiences to cater for, however, so it's worth considering which advertisement will bring the most guests to your park.
Okay, I did not know you could do that. Advertising. Coaster lovers. Create advertisement. To
While we wait for our campaign to start bringing in more guests, why don't you try out the ride camera and experience all the exhilaration the coaster will have to offer firsthand?
Okay, Scotland. Enter ride coaster camera mode. Okay. Here we go. How was that traveling with no boost or anything? But okay. I'm interested in this coaster. Oh god, okay. Why couldn't they add, like, transfer tracks to the left or just switch tracks that go right and left? But they can do this. Kinda wild. Ooh, here we go. What the Sigma? Yo. That's pretty cool, actually. This is so smooth, though. Like the coasters compared to the last one. Tell you what, I thought my graphics were bad on the game, but that's just because of how dark the other one was. This looks actually really good. Not going to lie. Bear in mind I got a 3060 graphics card, you know.
How was that? Enough for the time being?
Yep, thanks.
Thank you again for all your hard work. Coaster Coast is going to be in the best of hands, I can tell.
Oswald, you're not...
I'm not going anywhere just yet, Eugene. Don't panic. We're just getting started. Dipping our toes in the... Actually, hold that thought. I've got just the job lined up for you. I'll send you the details. See you soon.
Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Coaster Crew, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.